Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of the show, and we begin with K1 over 3 2-minute rounds of action. Would you welcome first, into the red corner, from Nottingham, MMA, Ubaid, Khaliq. 'And would you welcome his opponent into the blue corner, representing the Evolution Gym in Coventry, Bakr, Bham! 3 2-minute rounds of K1 action, as sponsored by Furniture In Store and Rios. And in the red corner, representing Nottingham MMA, Ubaid, Khaliq. And in the red corner, in the blue corner, representing Evolution Gym Coventry, Bakr, Bham!
Okay, up next, right after this first break, we have featherweight K1 action. Ubaid Khaliq of Nottingham MMA versus Bakr, Bham of Evolution Gym in Coventry. Bham being the local fighter here today. A lot of support here. We've had great K1 action already, and we're in the second bout of this K1 action now. Off they go.
And Shahid, really different body shapes at the weight here for the two men. Very stocky Bakr, Bham, and the taller of the two, Ubaid Khaliq, here in this K1 contest. And Bham is shutting him down very quickly indeed.
He is certainly. Bham threw a clean 1-2 there, and Ubaid Khaliq followed it up with some hooks to the body and to the head, making his man step back against the cage.
And Bakr, Bham really putting pressure on here as he pushes in the shorter of the two men. And he's doing the right thing, getting inside Ubaid Khaliq.
Maybe a bit of a clash of heads there as Bham got in there. I'll tell you what, I mean, Bakr, Bham, very bullying style, you know, aggressive. Lovely teep there from Ubaid Khaliq.
Well, this is what Ubaid's got to do. He's got to not move in straight lines against the shorter man. He's got to get those kicks and then move off that centre line, because Bham wants this in close. He wants that wall. But you saw there from Ubaid, when he throws the kick and moves, he can keep him at bay there. He's got to throw and circle off, because that's where Bham wants to be.
That's right. I think what I'm realising with Bham is as well, he's actually lunging in, therefore he's not planting his feet, losing power in the process. But then again, can you blame him? You know, he has to cover that distance because he's up against a taller man with a longer reach.
Well, this is the thing as well, knowing the way he comes in, it's tailor-made for Ubaid Khaliq to throw the kicks when he's not got that balance. That's how you'll see the takedowns. But what he's allowing is Bakr to dictate the pace here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, with Bham at the pace he's coming at, unless his fitness keeps him up there, you know, he could gas out. So he really wants to reserve some energy in a gas tank for himself.
Now for me, Ubaid Khaliq, there, hit, move off the line. Because, as you rightly said, and let's look at Bham there, he's breathing heavily but not too heavily. But he likes that wall, he likes to come in, but you mentioned he doesn't really plant when he throws. Now, on the way in, a really good low kick from Ubaid can take his balance, can take him off his feet. Instead, what he's allowed Bakr to do is dictate the pace and the range of that opening round.
That's right. When Ubaid Khaliq actually gets some range, he does a real good job with his boxing. You know, he lands the cleaner punches, and that's where Bham really needs to sort of worry, because if he gets caught on a counter, whether he's coming forward or back, you know, it could be troubling times for Bakr, Bham.
Yeah, as you said, he's put so much into this opening round, a real live wire. I mean, if his cardio's that good to keep it up for 3, fantastic. If not, there'll be opportunities for Ubaid if he keeps his calm, picks his shot, and just moves off. When someone's rushing in like that, just step off that centre line.
Ubaid Bham can't wait to get in there. He's already in the face.
Well, he's right in the centre of the ring, as you said. He's at the cage, he's waiting to go. He's smiling, he just wants to get back to business.
Nice chopping head kick there from Ubaid Khaliq. And Bham just put him straight back onto the cage. He's got to be careful because he seems to be holding on with one hand. If the referee spots that, he could warn him. Big hook there, left hook there from Ubaid Khaliq.
Well, he's got to mix it with him. He's got no choice because he's not keeping the range. He's not keeping the bait. But that's what I said. Move off that centre line. Catch him on the way in. There's the way in for him. That's what Ubaid needs to do.
Beautiful uppercut there. That was a peach. Oh, an uppercut there from Khaliq.
It's a timing issue now. His timing is better here in the second. He's using that momentum against Bham.
He's certainly using his boxing there. Khaliq not happy there with Bham holding on, potentially picking him off now.
He's coming off that centre line. He's timing the counter as he comes in.
Tried the Superman punch, did Ubaid to cover the distance down. And it seems to be like we were saying there, Malcolm. Abu Bakr Bham seems to have slowed down a notch here. He's eating some clean punches now.
Just like that right hand. And this is the time to shine now for Ubaid Khaliq. Catching him. The timing slowed. He's able to catch. Oh, he's saying that slow again.
It was a jumping knee and straight to the groin area. Khaliq, he hit him square on there. He will have time to recover, Khaliq.
Well, the thing here, though, Shahid, is I've seen on numerous occasions recently where sometimes you don't recover when it's a driving knee like that. I saw recently at amateur level MMA where even after 7 minutes, he just couldn't continue. And it is a worry because I just think he's began to figure Abu Bakr Bham out and use the fact that although he's rushing in, he's slower and picking him off on the angles.
Certainly right there, Malcolm. I don't think Bham actually did that intentionally because he's been throwing out all night, hasn't he? So certainly an accident. Obviously our referee here will warn Bham about that knee, flying knee. He has to sort of be careful where he picks his to throw his shots.
But it's always a danger with our target areas. You're allowed to target the thigh, the midsection. You're going to get, and I said, accidents like that. And like you, I don't think that was intentional at all. But it came just at a time that Ubaid Khaliq was really beginning to figure out Abu Bakr Bham. And more importantly, it's given Bham time to recover because he's looking like he's beginning to gasp.
That's right. The gas tank seems to be slowing down a little now. I mean, Bham's really going to have to keep everything nice and tight and try working his man technically because the superior boxing certainly coming from Ubaid Khaliq.
I think you'll find with Abu Bakr, it won't be in his nature, Sheikh. I think that's the way he fights.
He's a brawler.
He's a brawler. And I imagine that with that style, there's some guys that haven't got out of that first round. But Ubaid is beginning to turn it around now.
We talked about him being careful with his shots and started off with that jump hit straight away after the break there. Big hook there, left hook there from Khaliq.
He's just got to get that distance again. He's using that distance in his favour now. He's got to keep that distance and catch Bham on the way in. But if you notice, Bham's not so keen to rush forward now.
I mean, there's just single shots coming from Bham now. And look, Khaliq's just looking for the crisp boxing. He's throwing the combinations, doing everything correct.
It was certainly a turnaround in the rounds. And as you alluded to, it's really because Abu Bakr Bham put so much into that first round now. He was showing signs of fatigue to his corner quite clearly there at the end of the second. For me, it's how composed Ubaid Khaliq can stay. As you said, he's got the superior boxing, he's got crisp technique. Can he stay composed and use that to pick his man off?
I think all Khaliq really needs to do now is, he knows his man's tired. It's just like you said, pick his shots carefully, take your time. Maybe sort of don't step forward all the time, step back a little. Just because when Bham's lunging in like that and he steps back and counters him with a punch and kick, he's there for the opening.
That's right. I think it is there for him now, full stop, if he stays sensible.
I'm sure Abu Bakr Bham's corner there, telling him just to calm it down a notch, keep it technical.
I mean, their styles have worked perfectly for us in terms of a spectacle and entertainment value.
Okay, cage door shut. Now we're back on third and final round in this K1 featherweight bout.
And you could see Khaliq is waiting for Bham to come on. And there you go. They both shared a knee, and suddenly he didn't notice Abu Bakr stopped dead from that right hand.
Did a big uppercut being thrown there from Khaliq.
And this has become a real war, and Khaliq didn't realise, I think, just how much he stunned.
So he's
Bham
done
there.
exactly what I said, Malcolm. You know, he timed that, he stepped out of the range of the kick there, and you know, and Bham just clearly missed there. So he needs to do exactly the same thing. Expect Bham to come in now. You know, he's going to look desperate and pick him off.
And that right hand is beginning to get through very cleanly now. Bham has to watch for that, because twice now Khaliq has landed it. And as I said, I honestly think that with his style, I can imagine a number of first-round stoppages on the card for Abu Bakr. It's when he has to dig deep and go into the later rounds, you're going to see the problems with that style.
I mean, he's just throwing single shots now, just not setting the hands up with the legs. And obviously, Khaliq will see that a mile off.
Look at the body language as well. He's letting him know he's really trying to suck in the oxygen. He's on automatic pilot now, Abu Bakr Bham. I mean, gutsy, don't get me wrong, still there, but look at the body language.
Yeah, he's tired, he's crouching over, and Khaliq needs to take advantage here.
And he's doing just that now.
Crosses all the way coming in from Khaliq, and Bham's desperately hanging on in there.
He wants to double over. The oxygen deficiency now, he's
clearly tired. I think unofficially there's only one winner there in my eyes, Malcolm.
You wouldn't have thought so in the first, but he readjusted and he started to use the tools that we obviously saw he had. And when he started to pick his man off, I just had a feeling that Abu Bakr Bham couldn't change tactics. That's the way he fought. What happened was Ubaid Khaliq figured that out and changed his style to beat him. And I agree with you. I've got this cleanly 2-1 to the red corner.
Certainly a perfectly executed plan there from Khaliq and his team. And it's going to go to the judges. But unofficially, as we said, we think the red corner has taken this. We're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a battle to restart the second half of the show. Let's hear it for both your men in the cage. But we have your winner by way of split decision. In the red corner, Ubaid Khaliq. And to present the trophies, Bham Baby, natural and organic.
There you have it, our winner, official Ubaid Khaliq of Nottingham MMA takes the win over Abu Bakr Bham from the Evolution Gym in Coventry.